Mira Murati's Thinking Machines just released its first model, Inkling, and the headline number is huge, 975 billion total parameters. But the interesting part is not just size. Inkling is an open weights model built around customization, not just winning one chatbot benchmark. Open weights means builders can download and modify the model, even though the training data and source code are not fully open. The total model is 975 B parameters, but only about 41 B parameters activate for a token. That is the sparse MoE trick. A mixture of experts model can store a lot of specialized capacity without running every expert every time. It is like hiring a giant team, then calling only the right people. Inkling is also multimodal. It was trained across text, images, audio, and video, while the model outputs text. The context window goes up to 1 million tokens, which means long repos, research packs, logs, and documents can fit into one session. But big context is not magic memory. The model can see more at once, but the harness still decides what gets used well. The strategy around Inkling is tinker. Make it easier for teams to fine-tune and shape models without building the whole infrastructure stack. That is the real bet. The next AI race may not only be who has the smartest model, but who can shape models fastest. Reports describe Inkling as strong, but not necessarily the new frontier king. That honesty actually makes the release more interesting. This lands right after Kimi K3, which means open-weight models are no longer the quiet side quest. They are becoming the main pressure point. Thinking Machines was founded by former OpenAI leaders, including Mira Murati. So this launch is also a test of whether that team can execute independently. For companies, customization matters, because generic AI often knows a lot, but not the private rules, workflows, and weird edge cases inside a business. For local AI builders, Inkling is not a tiny laptop model. The local impact is more likely downstream. Smaller variants, adapters, distillation, and tooling. Thinking Machines also previewed Inkling Small with about 12 B active parameters. That smaller branch may matter more for practical experimentation. The official post says Inkling was pre-trained on 45 trillion tokens across multiple modalities. That is a massive training recipe. One fascinating detail from coverage is that Inkling was reportedly used to help improve itself. That sounds weird, but modern model pipelines are increasingly recursive. Coverage also says Thinking Machines experimented with efficiency by skipping natural language reasoning internally, then restored transparency where users need it. This is why Inkling feels different from renting a closed API. The pitch is not just access, the pitch is control. The catch is obvious. Open weights do not erase compute cost. A 975B model is still a serious infrastructure object. Even with the hardware catch, open weights change the negotiation. Builders can inspect behavior, adapt the model, and avoid being trapped in one vendor's defaults. The enterprise pitch is especially clear. Take a capable base model, tune it for your domain, then deploy something closer to your actual workflow. Open models also raise safety questions. Once weights are out, control shifts from one central provider to everyone who can run or modify them. The lazy take is to ask only whether Inkling beats every closed model. The better question is whether it makes useful customization cheaper. For AI agents, customization can matter more than raw IQ. Agents need rules, tools, memory boundaries, and domain habits. Multimodal training matters because real work is not only text. It includes screenshots, audio notes, charts, videos, and messy documents. Thinking Machines says Inkling is the first in a family. That matters because model families usually become ecosystems. Kimi K3 screams scale and frontier pressure. Inkling whispers something different. What if the winning model is the one you can reshape? The things to watch are simple: fine-tune quality, real deployment cost, multimodal reliability, and whether builders actually adopt it. My reality check: Inkling is probably not the model that replaces every frontier system tomorrow, but it could change the power balance. If customization becomes easy, companies stop asking for one perfect model and start building many specialized models that fit their exact work. For builders, the move is not hype or dismissal. Test the weights, test tinker, measure task completion, and price the whole workflow. The OpenAI race now has two big stories in 1 week: Kimi pushing scale and Inkling pushing customizable control. Inkling may not be the loudest model release of the month, but it might be one of the clearest signs of where AI is heading. If you want the honest breakdowns without the launch day fog machine, subscribe to CodeMotion. We test the architecture, not just the headline.